Today, I'm going to tell you a story in clear, easy English. We will be working at level B2, intermediate. Turn on the subtitles to see the translation in your own language. The Stranger Who Knew My Name, Part 4. The Man in the Shadows. Roger sat in the quiet of the evening, staring at the visions flickering behind his eyelids. He had stopped trying to push them away. They came whether he wanted them or not. Tonight, the visions felt sharper than usual, heavy, urgent, alive. Something was coming, and he sensed he wouldn't face it alone. A knock sounded at his door. 3 quick taps, then silence. Roger hesitated, unsure whether to answer, until a sudden image flashed in his mind, Patty standing outside. He opened the door. Patty stood there, slightly breathless, with a woman beside her. "This is Jessica," Patty said quickly. "She's the one who took the photos." Roger stepped aside, his heart pounding. The moment Jessica entered, Roger felt a strange pull. A sensation like 2 magnets recognizing each other. The air shifted, thickening with something electric. Jessica noticed it too and tightened her hold on her camera. "Thank you for warning me," Patty said as she sat down. Roger nodded. "I didn't know if you would believe me." She gave him a soft, tired smile. "I didn't, not at first." Jessica looked at Roger with open curiosity. "You see things before they happen?" Roger took a slow breath. "Yes, sometimes minutes before, sometimes days." Jessica swallowed. "My camera does something similar." Roger frowned. "Your camera?" Jessica nodded, placing it gently on the table as if it were alive. "I take ordinary photos, but when I develop them, the future appears." Patty looked between the two of them. "So you're both connected, both seeing pieces of time." Roger leaned forward, elbows on his knees. "Then the real question is, why?" Jessica reached for her backpack and pulled out a new photo. It was a fresh print, edges still slightly warm. "I took this 2 hours ago," she said quietly. "I think you need to see it." Roger and Patty leaned over the image. It showed the same street where Patty and Jessica had met an hour earlier. But in the photo, a man stood behind them, watching. His face was clear, sharp, unmistakable. Patty's blood turned cold. "That's the man in the car," she whispered. Jessica nodded grimly. "He's following us." Roger studied the man's expression, focused, calculating, intense. "He's not just watching," Roger said. "He's hunting." The word hung in the room like a dark cloud. Patty wrapped her arms around herself. Jessica pulled out another photo. This one was darker, more chaotic. Flashing lights, crowds, a sense of panic, and the same man standing at the center of it all. Roger felt the vision hit him before he even looked closely. A wave of dizziness swept over him. He closed his eyes, gripping the edge of the table. In the vision, he stood in a crowded place, sirens, shouting, smoke. Patty reached out, steadying his arm. "Hey, breathe. What are you seeing?" Roger forced his eyes open. A disaster, something big, and he's there. Jessica exhaled slowly. "He's connected to us. Maybe he knows what we can do." Roger rubbed his forehead. "Or maybe he's like us, but with different intentions." Patty glanced anxiously toward the window. "Do you think he knows where you live?" Roger felt another flash, brief, sharp, unmistakable. He does. At that exact moment, headlights swept across Roger's wall. A car slowed outside. Patty's breath caught. Jessica's hand froze over her camera. Roger stepped toward the window cautiously. The car idled for a long moment. Only the silhouette of the driver was visible, still watching. Roger felt a chill as their eyes met through the glass. The man nodded once, as if confirming something. Then the car pulled away, slow, deliberate, unhurried. As if the driver knew they would see him and wanted them to understand he wasn't hiding. Jessica backed away from the window, shaken. What does he want from us? Roger shook his head. I don't think he wants something from us. I think he wants us. Patty's voice trembled. Why? Roger stared down at the second photograph. The man surrounded by chaos he almost seemed proud of. Because we can see things he can't control, Roger said softly. And people like him don't like what they can't control. Jessica swallowed hard. So what do we do? Roger took a long breath. We stay together, we figure out what's coming, and we learn why we were chosen for this. Patty nodded, determination replacing fear. Jessica lifted her camera. Then I'll keep taking photos. Roger straightened. And I'll keep watching my visions. Patty stepped forward. And I'll stay with both of you. For a moment, the three of them stood together. Three strangers pulled into the same strange river of fate. Outside, the night deepened, thick with unanswered questions. Inside, a new alliance quietly formed. And far away, in a dimly lit room filled with screens, the man from the car sat down at a desk. He placed 3 new photographs in a neat row, Patty, Roger, Jessica, and smiled without warmth. Found you, he whispered. Now the real work begins. I hope you enjoyed this story. Please hit like, subscribe to the channel, and click the notification bell. Until next time, take care and learn something new every day.